to my online show, just sharing stories with our community. I'm just trying to broaden my community and my circle of friends with other people so we can just share some good news amongst all this hard to listen to news that we're getting pelted with every day during COVID, and being self-isolated and learning a new way of living. So I would like to introduce you and welcome you to my good friend, Erika Longman. We've known each other since I think I was 4, so something like that.
Couple of years.
A long time anyway. She wears many, many hats, like so many of us do that work in the not-for-profit sector or in health or artists. And I'm sure she's going to touch on a few of those hats. But she does work with animals, and she has some really amazing stories and an interesting set of skills, I have to say. So welcome, Erika. It's so hard to say your name that way and not in Estonian. So do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, what hat you want to talk about, and how this has affected you both personally and with work?
Absolutely. First off, thanks for having me. I've been looking forward to this.
Good.
So my day job is in the nonprofit. That's where the money comes from. But where my heart and all my energy really goes is in working in animal welfare in all sorts of different aspects. So I am trained as a disaster responder and have done a bunch of that work. And also do a lot of behavior work, primarily with fearful dogs.
Okay.
So this whole thing has really been kind of unusual for me because I'm usually the one when disaster strikes, I pack my bag, I jump on a plane, and I go running in there. That opportunity isn't there this time. So it's been a little awkward for me to figure out where I fit in.
Right.
Ironically, both of my boys that live at home have been deemed essential workers. So to make it even more complicated, I get to sit here and watch them step up. And I mean, I'm a little terrified sending them out that door every day, but I am also absolutely in awe of them. They're just such champs. I just am blown away.
Yeah, you do have great kids, I have to say.
I kind of like them.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So, so many things are going on, and of course, there's two sides to every coin. And I'd like to just start looking at some of the good ones. Is there a good story or an inspiring story that you could share that has come out of this situation?
I think the piece that has blown me away the most is when I go outside, when I look outside, the number of people out there walking their dogs. I've seen people I've never seen before. I've seen dogs I've never seen before. And it is just phenomenal. It's amazing. I can see some that clearly don't generally walk their dogs. The dogs are a little ramped up. The people are struggling a bit, but they're out there, they're doing it day after day. And that relationship is just building and blooming and getting easier for both of them. So just amazing. I love that. I mean, I've had some people express concern about, we're changing everything and these dogs are going to get so attached and have separation anxiety coming out of that. Some of them might, but that's okay. For now, our animals are just such a great support for us. We're all shell-shocked. We're all kind of on edge. Embrace that. And I also noted that my dogs are kind of off also. So I spent a good day or two thinking it through, looking at life through their eyes. And despite the fact that I work from home and my perception is that not much has changed, I went outside and heard an airplane and realized it was probably the first one I've heard in a week.
Yeah.
Just traffic, sirens.
Yeah.
We still have ambulances go by here a lot. We don't hear them because they don't need to turn their sirens on. It's those little things that animals are cluing into that maybe we're not noticing. So if they're a little off, understand, they're going through the same thing, just through a different lens.
Absolutely. And we all know, like, animals, they pick up on our feelings and our energies and things like that.
Absolutely.
And we absolutely, no matter how calm we might feel, we can't discount our subconscious and what is underlying in there. And I'm sure they pick up on that as well.
Oh, absolutely. Just in the way we touch them. I mean, things that are totally not on our radar, they're going to clue into. And
for sure. It's great to hear that you're seeing a lot more people walking their dogs. I am here as well in London, seeing a lot more people out there. And I'm really grateful for all the people that are home alone, like not with family or have other people in the house that actually have a dog or a cat or a bird or whatever it might be. It's another life in their little area that they can be with. And that's
absolutely. And it's something to care for, something to nurture, which I think we're all struggling to do. And a lot of us can't physically do that.
Yeah.
So just, to have that other life to look after is huge.
Yeah. Well, as humans, we need touch and interaction. So this is a real test to all of us at our different levels that we are. I was speaking to one of my colleagues as a massage therapist, and that's our life is power of touch. So
absolutely, yeah.
We are really, really missing our clients and just having that interaction. And it's a big step back and just being inside and home alone. I'm so glad I have my Sophie. I don't know what I do. So, all right. Well, that's great news to hear. Do you have any tips or advice or suggestions for people during this time that they are at home?
I think the biggest tip I have for people is to find the gift in this, and that is the gift of time. Mm-hmm. Even if you're still working and you're working from home and it's a little awkward, you're not commuting, you've gained time there. You're not waking your kids up for school in the morning, you've gained time there. So that is something you're probably never going to get again. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean you need to try to fill every moment of that time with some sort of scheduled productive activity.
Right.
Because it's a gift. Gifts are for us to do as we please. So if you want to spend an extra hour reading your book, there's absolutely no reason you can't do that right now.
That's right, because we have time.
Yeah. And again, getting back to our pets, I mean, one thing to spend time with them, but this is a great time to maybe work on some behavior issues. There are a million videos and tutorials out there. Teach them a new trick. Something just fun that the two of you can do together.
Yeah.
If you really want to get creative, I also have a prepared pets workshop that I've just put onto Facebook. I can send you the link to put up if you like.
That'd be awesome.
And I'm putting up a post every day. It's almost over, but it's going to sit there. People can just backtrack to day one, work their way through it, and that way they can build a preparedness kit and a preparedness plan for their pets. So when we're faced with yet another disaster, mm-hmm. they'll have things a little more organized, a little more in place, and hopefully sail through it a little easier.
Right. No, that's a great idea. There's so many preparedness things that we have, and often, other than that sticker on the door, there's not too much for the pets. So
welcome to Canada.
Yeah. So that's great. I'll definitely put that link on the bottom of this video so people can look at that. And I'll put a link to your website too, so they can just sort of have a look around if they want.
Sure.
That would be good. All right. Well, thanks for those tips. I think they'll be really helpful for people. So many people do have pets at home. And that's not just for dogs, right, Erika? That's like
anything. The boys have fish. I can't tell you how many hours I have spent just staring at the fish and just relaxing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, that sort of comes to the end of our short interview show. I have tasked everyone just to close with their favorite dad joke or pun or anecdote. So I'm going to put you on the spot and put your comedic hat on, and I'll give you the stage.
Okay, so I looked for a really good dog joke, but they fell flat. So we kind of broadened the scope and went with an octopus joke instead.
Okay.
So, How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh?
I don't know. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh?
10 tickles.
Ah, of course. That's excellent and kid-friendly.
Indeed.
Indeed. All right. Well, that's great. Thanks so much for your time, Erika. And I hope people do come and visit your website and your YouTube channel. Or, sorry, was it YouTube that you had it on? No.
It's on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
So they can look at that and do a little bit of education along the way as well, since we have this time. That would be
absolutely.
And for everyone that joined us today, thank you for spending this time and just sharing some good news. If you're interested in seeing more, I do have a YouTube channel as well as Facebook and Instagram, and the RMT is the address for those. And my website as well will be at the bottom of this video. So until we see you again, be blessed and be a blessing to someone. And thank you so much, Erika, for spending time with us.
Thank you.
Bye.
See ya. Just see if I could throw these dogs outside, because I know they're going to bark.
All right.